The time is 5 o'clock, and it's time now for the Pure Chill 5 o'clock news on this Wednesday evening, January 11th, 2017. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins here. The time is 5 o'clock on this Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening here. We got a temperature of 48 degrees here in Knock near. Tonight's low is going to be around 39. Here now, the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Wednesday evening here. On top story at 5 is, for the first time, President Donald Trump considered Russia probably meddled in the election as Mr. Trump's evocation of the Nazi persecution pops up fierce blowback. U.S. officials denied 6 executive German automaker Volkswagen on Wednesday and the connection to the company's scheme to see the U.S. emissions cheating scandal. Democratic Senator Cory Booker cast a law. Sat a long-standing president on Wednesday and testified against a sifting Senate colleague as the year to the club chamber not to confirm Jeff Sessions for Attorney General, moving to the review for the Republicans. Chicago. President Obama said a farewell on Chicago's lakefront Tuesday, not far from where he accepted the election results 8 years ago at Grant Park. Eric Lauderbilt, 36, read a pair of Clippers along the top of the man and watched. Vance Jones reaches the deal to be the new head coach of the Denver Broncos. Chicago. China's lone aircraft carrier, the Liang, with accompanying ships trying to drill in South China Sea December. Washington, Donald Trump's cabinet picks are dropping some of the signature policy positions on the scrutiny of Senate confirmation hearings. Very nearly 2 months into assault, Turkey has become bogged down in a speculative bloody fight that retake the Islamic State groups while strangling in northern Syria. Berlin, Germans said on Wednesday that the migrants arrived, those dropped by the 2/3 in 2016 from the previous year's record high, providing relief for the Chancellor Angela Merkel's ahead of the year's elections. A federal judge in South Carolina formally sentenced Dylan Roof to death on Wednesday, and one day after a jury recommended that he be executed for murdering 9 people in Charleston Church. The U.S. Supreme Court has declined to block the scheduled execution of Texas death row inmate who killed 2 men after one of them mocked him for failing for a fake drug deal. President Obama has put Chelsea Manning, the former Army intelligence analyst, serving a 35-year sentence for leaking classified material in the short list for false computation, a Justice Department source told NBC News. Donald Trump will not sell his business no place assets for Biden trust while serving the president, lawyers, and involved in the negotiations said Wednesday of a long-awaited news conference. So, former United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon has yet to officially announce the president remanded as native South Korea. No, Delhi, an Indian official has barred travel to the country for officials at Amazon unless they apologize for selling products that are disparaging in the nation. Caracas, Venezuela. Leader of Venezuela's opposition said his side would not engage Nicolas Maduro in the negotiations unless the president's regime fulfills previous agreements. So, North Korea has taken its expertise in the construction of water parks in the neighboring Russia, according to Pyongyang state-controlled media. Washington, during the Senate confirmation hearing, Rex Tillerson said Russia is an unfriendly adversary that poses a danger as it attempts to advance his own interests. Now, President-elect Donald Trump named Dr. David J. Shulkin on his choice to be Secretary of Defense and Veterans Affairs on Wednesday. Foxborough, the restaurant set to open the back end of the former American Legion Hall, just got a big go-ahead from the selectmen. Annabelle says that the dynamic man who pleaded guilty to the federal court to the Robin and Bank of America Pleasant Street returns 14 has been postponed for medical reasons. North Attleboro schools report lead-free water. Attleboro 6-8 to repair middle school roofs. 12 overdose and an indifferent man found in a vehicle at an auto shop. Ex-Parliament Administrator Pickford, North Attleboro's Assistant Superintendent's post. The arms race between delivery services, Litton and Spend, and Network service points just got more intense. FedEx said on Wednesday they signed a multi-year drug deal with direct to operate Walgreens puts the lines without 8. Stocks edged mostly out. Drug firms dropped after truck comments and energy companies led U.S. stocks mostly out. Midday trading on Wednesday as crude oil prices headed higher. Healthcare stocks slumped after President Donald Trump said the government needs the overall bidding process for drugs. Looking at the stocks now. Up 9.75 points to 99.54.28. SP 5 up 6.42 points to $2 and 275.32. And NASDAQ up 11.83 points to $5 at 563.65. Bank of England Governor Mark Carney signaling that he could raise the bank's capital requirements as early as the summer should the UK. Now, Wells Fargo announced a complete restriction Tuesday on how it pays thousands of other branch employees with intent on now tied to opt out customers' user accounts as the company tries to protect itself after a scandal. Redditch, England. The Swedish Defense Material Administration has granted a contract extension to GKN Aerospace for support services for England and Gripen fighters. Stratford, Connecticut. Lockheed Martin subsidiary Sikorsky received a Pioneer Speed contract for the U.S. Defense Advanced Research Project Agency's Cockpit Elimination Program. London. The Honors on 3D radar system by BAE Systems has successfully completed sea-based trials on 123 frigates. Washington Textron Systems Unmanned Systems again at water for testing of 4th generation common unmanned service vehicle project for the U.S. Navy. The very large telescope may sound like a name neutral story, but it's larger than the world's most advanced optical instrument made up of 4 telescopes which, when working together, can see details of the 25 times fire in the Web 1. Scientists announced the discovery of a new species of primate in the sky, Walker Holock gibbon, in the American Journal of Primatology Tuesday. A strange animal that lived under the ocean for 500 million years ago is assigned to the tree of life, solving a long-held mystery. A new analysis of lunar rocks brought to the Earth by Apollo astronauts should suggest that the moon formed 4.51 billion years ago, just 16 million years after the solar system took shape. Scientific ignorance never lies. Very deep beneath the claims of the anti-vaccine movement and many of its adherents still claim that there's a connection between childhood vaccines and autism, but the connection has been conclusively debunked. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has issued a new advice on how to safeguard implant cardiac devices against hackers as wireless transmitter used to transmit data from cardiac devices to medical providers. Scientists have found the information a life-saving tool in the unusual place that children's toy that the dementia may soon help healthcare workers diagnose malaria in places where standard laboratory equipment is hard to find. Corrupt fixation in the world's top tobacco producers can lower smoking rates in lower-income countries, but infrastructural limitations and industry subsidies make it hard to pitch to their selling farmers, according to the World Health Organization. Peter Jones' time is 5:07 on this Wednesday evening, and it's time now for traffic and transit report tonight. The Boston Celtics be at the Garden taking on Washington Wizards, and the North Lancers ice hockey team will have a tough task in their hands on Wednesday at Fox. Will be taking on the Westwood Wolverines here. Deshaun Watson dazzled on Monday night. Leading comes to the 35-31 win over Alabama. The quarterback flashed arm strength and shed tacklers and demonstrated mental physical toughness. Sean Miller to get down to Buffalo after 6 years as Penford's defensive coordinator. Peter Jones' time is 5:07 on this Wednesday evening, and it's time now for traffic and transit report. Let's minute here. Civil line those 5 for prison. Violent delays. Beat rail. Franklin train 7:22 expected to depart Forge Park 10-15 minutes late due to early police activity near the Ruggles station. Franklin train 7:24 p.m. from Forge Park departed Forge Park now 30-40 minutes late between Forge Park and substation. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Okay, let's take a look at highways and byways of New England this Wednesday evening here. 95 on the northbound side, backbound 7 all the way down to Bridgeport. Bear Parkway eastbound, backbound 7 down to Bridgeport. A4 westbound side, backbound western. Interstate A4 western, around Route 8 in Waterbury, Connecticut. Interstate A4 westbound side, backbound from 384 Martin Church to the West Harvard via downtown Hartford. 91 at southbound side, back to 291 to downtown Hartford. 84 both ends is backed up to the downtown Hartford, Connecticut. 291 is backed up from 91 and 84. 95 westbound southbound side is backed around New Haven around Route 91. 91 on both ends is backed around Springfield stretch. Out in central Massachusetts. 290 westbound side back with 190 Route 9. 495 southbound back with Route 9 and westward past the Mass Pike. Hail 146 on both ends back about Route 99 out in Lincoln, Woonsocket stretch. 95 is southbound side protected to downtown Providence. 95 on the northbound side back to Clinton and downtown Providence. On both ends, 195 westbound side back around Seacock to downtown Providence. Jamestown, Mount and Newport bridges out. Looking good. Route 20 on the northbound side, Little Stone, Borderway, but the border side bridges out. Looking good. Route 61 from somewhere down Orleans. 24 is southbound side back to 45 all the way. Route 44 out of Raynham. 95 is southbound side is back up to 128 out in 10 on the way to Route 27 in Sharon. 24 southbound side about 120 Canton to Route 139 out in Stoughton and Route 3 southbound side back to Brandon. Braintree split all the way after Union Street. 120 southbound side it is backed up from 195 out in Canton all the way to Braintree split. 120 on the northbound side is backed up to Braintree split all the way after 24 in Canton. Silver Expressway both ends is backed up from Boston all the way at Braintree split. 120 on both ends is backed up from Route 9 in Wellesley all the way past Route 2 in Waltham and aftermath of the school bus accident in Waltham. in which 22 students suffered minor injuries. 128 on the North Band side is backed up around from Lexington all the way up to Peabody. Massbag on the West Band side, it is backed up from the Austin Brad Patrols all the way to Framingham. Massbag East Band side, it is backed up from Austin Brad Patrols all the way out to Logan Airport. 93 on both ends is backed up in the downtown Boston. 93 backed up from Boston all the way at the Lawrence. Route 3 on the North Band side, the Braintree split from Route 3 up from 128 in Burlington all the way up to Chelsea. It's slow go, stop and go. 495 on the North Band side, backed up a split between Route 38 and Tewksbury. 495 on the North Band side, backed around a long stretch. Up north, Boston to about the North Band side, about a Portsmouth all the way 202 up in. German Metro, Route 101, West Band side, back up in Manchester, New Hampshire, and Hamilton, Boways, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, out, looking good, and out in Albany vicinity, New York State Race, West Band side, back up in Schenectady, and 87 on the South Band side, back on the Canadian border, up in upstate New York, Champlain, New York, and all, Route 50 on the South Band. All the way 59, the North Band side, backed up in Southern Quebec, headed towards Montreal. Peter Channel News Time is now set 5:11 on this Wednesday evening, and it's time now for weather report, and it's nothing going on in the radar. Okay, 7-day forecast clouds like this. For the night, rain after that, punch back at 1 a.m., 139 degrees, left south, wind increase at 9 to 14 miles in the evening. What's good outside, 29 miles an hour, just make sure 90%, new percent between. Our time recording inch possible for Thursday at Chester Shores, mainly between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Mostly gust got about 57 degrees, southwest about 11 to 14 miles an hour, gust at 37 miles an hour, just make sure 30%. New percent less than 10 minutes possible for Thursday night, mostly gust got about 41 degrees, southwest about 6 to 13 miles an hour, gust at 23 miles an hour for Friday, mostly gust about 42 degrees, and northwest about 6 to 10 miles an hour, gust at 26 miles an hour for Friday night. Mostly gust about 14 degrees, north about 5 to 7 miles an hour for Saturday. Mostly sunny to mostly gust about 29, no about 21 degrees. For Sunday, sunny mostly gust about 36, about 21 degrees. Martin Luther King Day, mostly sunny and mostly gust about 28 degrees. For Tuesday, Putz about 45 degrees. And Tuesday night, Chester Rain, mostly gust about 32 degrees, just beaches 30%. And for Wednesday at Chester Rain, mostly gust about 47 degrees and just beaches 30%. In Taunton, it's 50 and fair, Norton's 46, and Mansfield 43. And that's going to be for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this January 11, 2017 on Wednesday evening on Tuesday. Have a good evening, goodbye day, 2. I'll see you at 11 o'clock for a late night report. I hope you all have a good evening.